Hey y'all. This weekend I entered a locals with Ryzeal. I wanted to pick it up. I didn't know what any of the cards did going into the event. I just wanted to see how it went, and I ended up going into first place. I think these cards are really cool. I don't think it's that hard to learn, but I do think the interaction that it has with everything is like really important, really skillful. So yeah, let's hop into the deck. I don't think this is like the hardest deck, but I'm going to try my best to try to explain how everything works. I have played it a little bit more since, so let's get into it. The best starter is X Ryzeal. These all summon themselves kind of like Mech Knights. So it's all inherent, kind of like sprites too. So you always have to meet like the requirement before you do it. So this one, when you start with it, you can send a XYZ from your extra deck to the graveyard, and then you can start comboing. So summons itself, and then when it's summoned and you, I think you have to only control level 4s and rank 4s, or it's like by itself basically. You can search for a Fire Thunder. Now the best Fire Thunder is this one. If you control a Ryzeal or Ryzeal's in your graveyard, you can special summon it. Also very important, if they special summon themselves, you cannot make anything from the extra deck except for rank 4s. So that's very important. But yeah, card's really good. This one searches a Light Thunder. Well, Light Pyro, sorry. So every card in your deck is either a Fire Pyro or a Fire Thunder, or Light Pyro. Very good. For the other good Light Pyro, we have Ice Ryzeal. When you special summon it, you have to send like a card from your hand to the graveyard or whatever. This card's usually not special summoned. When you normal summon it, it special summons a Ryzeal from your deck. So again, another very good starter. And a Node Ryzeal. When this card, you can special summon it if you have a XYZ in your field or graveyard. And you can basically just send a card from your hand or field to the graveyard and revive a guy. So yeah, these are all really good. The reason you don't max out on Node is because, well, actually, it doesn't really start you. All the other ones can start you. This one can't. For hand traps, I wanted to just maximize on as many good ones and ones that can technically stop Duo Drive. The one issue I do say I have with my list is one, my extra deck, and two, I didn't play Ogre. So I'm playing triple Nibiru, triple Droll, triple Ash, triple Veiler, triple Imperm, and one Mourner. What makes all of these hand traps good is that they all stop Duo Drive. If you can stop a card that says Search 2, you're stopping a card that says Search 2. Duo Drive detaches for effect. So a card with Nibiru on the effect is really good. Droll because all of their guys basically search. So you want to Droll them before they get to Duo Drive. Again, very nice. Ash, so you can Ash Duo Drive. Veiler, so you can Veiler Duo Drive. Imperm and Mourner for that as well. I played one Mourner just because I'm playing Crossout. I should have been playing Crossout with Ogre as well, but Ogre is on my side. However, it's also going to be important to start playing hand traps that your opponent don't have for Crossout. So I feel like this card might become a little bit more popular for that. And it was pretty good today. I'm not going to say it was bad. That's all the hand traps. Because we're playing Pyros, we're playing Bonfire. We're playing Triple Desires. The reason why you want to play 3 over 2 is because I don't think the argument of opening 2 is really that good. Of course, you can draw in Desires off Desires, but you can technically do the exact same thing with almost like minimal statistical difference if you play 2 as opposed to 3. If you guys want to see the math behind that, I can go into that as well. But I do just think that playing 3 Desires is correct because you want to maximize opening it. Like that's basically what the argument boils down to. Triple Crossout. This card is fantastic into the mirror. This card is fantastic into just like everyone playing non-engine. Especially since we're playing 2 triple tax talents. This card's pretty good if you go first. You can just use it to rip your opponent's hand, draw 2. Always get yourself an engine. This deck's not the most consistent because you don't play as many starters as you'd like. But you know what, like this is fine. But yeah, Talents was broken all day. Something I'd want to change is that I'm playing 2 Cross. And it was so that I don't banish one off Desires. The issue though is that you don't really want to open Cross. So I'd probably want to be playing 1 over 2. So that would definitely be a cut down. One plugin, this is Monster Reborn. This helps you play around Nib. This helps you get your engine started on your opponent's turn. Really, really good card. And then we have Hole. This is a Hole normal trap, so you can play Rafflesia. But the really cool thing about this card is that this helps you play around the bird. Other than that, this card's fine. I don't think this card is perfect. I might cut it from future variants. But being able to attach it from your deck is very nice. Being able to XYZ someone on your opponent's turn so you can make Typhon or Zeus on your opponent's turn is very good. Yeah. Helps you play around breakers too a little bit, but those don't always come up. But having that card as an option isn't always bad either. Next, let's go into the extra deck. 2 Duo Drive. This card is very broken for a bunch of different reasons. One, it changes your opponent's attack value, so that's going to be very important for what I'm going to describe here very soon. 2, it searches 2, and it attaches a Ryzeal from your graveyard. So what a play you can do is that you can X Ryzeal, send Detonator, and then Duo Drive attach it so that you always have a material to detach off of Cross. Very, very good. Very, very nice. This card is fantastic. Detonator is also very good. Detonator being able to just be a non-once per turn Trident is fine. Being able to attach Meteorologic is also very nice. Card does almost everything. Very important end board piece. You can also just play around Nib by just hard making this. Very, very good card. Now, the reason why attack value is very good, Ragna 0. If your opponent has attack position monster whose attack is different than its current attack, well, its current attack is different from its original attack, you can detach one, destroy, pop it, and draw a card. So you can end on like multiple Tridents. This card also lets you go for game. Very stupid, very good. Baguska, you can make it on your opponent's turn. Very good in the mirror. Very good into a lot of different decks. Cards just nuts. Exiton, it is OG Zeus. This didn't really come up for me as much as I'd like it to, because sometimes I was usually just up on cards more than my opponent was. Like, you can't always just get a board wipe out of those, but card's fine. Card's really sick. Dweller, my locals is full of like a bunch of water players. This card's also just like really good into like random matchups. So honestly, Dweller is fine. It's a floodgate. Like, nothing else I have to really say there. Just turn off your opponent's grave. Tornado Dragon. A lot of people say this deck has like an issue with back row. It doesn't really. I'm pretty sure Detonator can just pop any card. Let's read it together. Target 1 card in the field, destroy it. Oh, cool. Tornado Dragon is just MST. It's double MST, quick effect. So yeah, these 2 cards together just destroy all back row. So you know what? Maybe this deck does have a pretty good back row matchup. Utopic Ray Lancer. It's so that you can overlay on top of one of these guys and then go for game. Meteorologic Aggregator. This is a card to be sent off of X Ryzeal. It's an infinite negate. You can just always keep getting it off of Detonator. And then these are a couple things that I was playing. I was playing Donner in case I got hit with Nib, or I nibbed my opponent to out my board so I can start playing. But I also played Hida in SP Little Knight. So this is so that if I have a fire in rotation and I'm trying to get into my opponent's engine, what might have been probably smarter is if I played Lina. So I can Lina, take my opponent's light, and then go into SP. And then I can SP banish a card to try to activate anything SP out itself out the other one. And then go in. Or I can just Hida into Donner. Of course, that doesn't really come up. But it was an option I wanted to think about. And you're looking at this and you're like, oh, that's 14. The last card was Zeus. I borrowed it from my friend. And a card I should have been playing that I wasn't, that I have, I just didn't have on me. These 2 cards should be in the list. I don't know what I'd take out. I would probably take out an Exiton. And then the last spot is free. Or I can just take out these 2 cards. But Dugaris lets you dig through your deck because you don't have as much engine as you'd like. And sometimes you want to dig into your floodgates. So this card's really good at that. And Starliege is really broken because if you have anything underneath your Duo Drive, you're gaining attack. So you can actually stop your cards from being like targetable. So yeah, very, very, very nice. I think it also stops them from like being destroyed by card effects. Yeah, so like, oh, and they can't be destroyed by opponent's card effects. So you can just like turn off Regeki and stuff like that. So those 2 cards should be in there. So let's go into the side deck then. This is going to be changeable, obviously, because we're in an entirely new format. But I play triple DD Crow for water, triple Ogre just because you want to be able to start outing bodies. This card is like okay against Malice. This card is okay into Ryzeal. It's just like okay into like everything right now. It's not that bad. I really like this card. Triple Lancia. This just outs Malice. Like, they can't banish anymore. Double Cosmic Cyclone. Now the Fire King's gone, I don't know if we need this. Probably just go back to Lightning Storm or fucking... oh, sorry. or frickin' Harpies. Then Triple Dim Barrier and Anti-Spell Fragrance. You want to be able to flip this into Mirror because then they can't hit you with their crossout. You also want to flip this so that you can stop all their breakers. So this card's fantastic, and so is this. So yeah, that is my Ryzeal list. Of course, this is all going to change with the new format. But, you know, I think this deck is fantastic. I think this deck is really good. I'm obviously going to keep playtesting it and changing up my list more and more. So if you guys want to see more Ryzeal content, let me know. Maybe I can make a little how to play video. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a fantastic day.